got a piece of it. Was scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Cavaliers lead.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
Spurs trail by 5. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Mills and Manu at the guards. West out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Anderson in at the 3. And he gets it to go. Mills has got the first basket of the second quarter for San Antonio. Well, David West's usage and overall numbers have ticked away with time. He's still as efficient as ever.
Yeah, not the over 50% field goal guy he used to be, but still a valuable contributor on the block.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
4-on-3 break. Verajao against Aldridge. Anderson outside. It's Aldridge penetrating. Double team on Aldridge. Here's Anderson. Clock at 4. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And for West, a lot of what he brings to the table is just professionalism, leadership, and a real example of how to get the most out of what you've got. He keeps everybody on the team focused, too. When he speaks, guys listen. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Now, here's Thompson. Here's Verajao. David West grabs the miss. West has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Money from the wing. Ginobili's got 4 points this quarter.
West guy's still very strong as a player, but clearly it's his leadership that sets him apart. Does all those little intangibles that help teams win games.
Love kicks to Shumpert. In the corner, it's James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Mozgov. Got it. Good job in the low post. Mozgov's got 6 points. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And finished off by LeBron.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Here's James following the basket by Tim Duncan. James against Leonard. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
For San Antonio, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Parker passes to Leonard. Cavaliers with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
This season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Now here's Duncan, following the miss by Kevin Love. Here's Diaw, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Now here's LeBron. Kicks to Love. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Duncan. Leonard on the wing, covered by LeBron. Leonard dishes to Diaw. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here is Cunningham. Trying to get back on track. Here's Mozgov. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Parker kicks to Leonard. And the dunk by Duncan.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here. He shattered the backboard.
Love. Cunningham passes to Love. And he gets the bucket. Love's got 6.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
Now Parker, 5 points in the game. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Parker's got the lead back up to 5 now for San Antonio. To the left side wing. Cunningham kicks to Love. LeBron outside. Now the dish to Shumpert. Shot on the wing. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Leonard kicks to Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Love. He's got 6. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. San Antonio leading by 7. Parker outside. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
The drive by Love. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Back to Duncan. It's tipped.
Who the fuck is trying
Mozgov
to
with the steal.
Got the laser.
Here is Cunningham, covered by Parker. Duncan against Love. The 10-footer. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Here's Shumpert for the finish. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. And the shot is good. 10 points for Duncan.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the dunk by Love.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
And Love throws it down.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Parker with it. He's got 11. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the Admiral, Tim Duncan, and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
And it's good.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Thompson. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got 6 points. Parker dishes to bottom. Here's Marjanovic. He's covered by Thompson. To the inside. The 11-footer. Varejao grabs the board. Varejau's got 3 rebounds now in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams kicks to Varejao. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
And now, your Spurs team.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, Love had a great quarter. He's got 16 points and 1 rebound.
Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Cunningham in at the point. And Shumpert kicks to James. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. San Antonio leading by 9. Parker with no one around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Shumpert. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him. No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. He took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that slam.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Especially, guys, when he's given the kinds of space he had that time.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Shot clock at 6. The drive by James. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season. How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
And Shumpert kicks to Cunningham. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Here's Parker. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
That free throw, no good. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Duncan. West comes in for Boris Diaw. Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Now Cleveland moving it up. And he misses the fast break layup. Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Oh, man.
Mozgov's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here is Cunningham. He's got 6. The feed to LeBron. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Here's Aldridge. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Ginobili attacking. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in. Rebounded by the Spurs. West has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Ginobili. Got a hand on it. Williams passes to James. Back to Williams. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Ginobili outside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free-wheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
And the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Getting back to Ginobili and Popovich, everyone thought Popovich would break Ginobili of his reckless ways, but in fact, you know this, it was the opposite.
You know, Pop recognized he had something special in Ginobili, and it ended up changing his own philosophy, I mean, which I think speaks to the greatness of Greg Popovich. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he does things, Ginobili, that win games. It taught me to watch a little bit more and not be so micromanagement-like, and not sure Pop's ever said that about anybody else.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Stay out here, please.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for San Antonio.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
On defense, the Cavaliers. And there's the pass to Mills. On the clock. Here's Aldridge. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Jones with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Kicks it out to Jones. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Varejao against Aldridge. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Varejao.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. That's good. Aldridge has got 18 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here is Ginobili. Maurice Williams letting it go from 3. Stolen by Thompson.
Sick, man.
And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Fires from 18. They grab their own miss. Feeds to Mills. Back to West. It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Williams. He feeds it to LeBron. And he goes big with the dunk right over David West.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Aldridge, following the score by Cleveland. Powered down with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that down.
Now here's LeBron. 13 points in the game. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
And that one's good. And it's now 22 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. For a while, the Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships almost a decade ago. That isn't the case at all anymore.
You know, I think it took the viewing public quite a while to catch on, though, Kevin, because now most people look at the Spurs as one of the more exciting brands of basketball in our league. Just watching one game of them, and now you know that is the case.
Boy, that's such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
That one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure.
It better. I mean, I'd be shocked if we don't see that thing again tonight. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Thompson. He has 6. James right side. Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And the basket by Ginobili.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Williams kicks to James.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge. One of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for James Jones. And it's Cunningham in for Williams.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Love. He's got 16. And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards.
Here is Love. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Mozgov. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. Here's Marjanovic. And here is Parker. Down low. Wide open. Good. Parker's got 5 points now this quarter. Changes up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the ball.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's San Antonio leading by just 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. The Cavaliers trailing. We've got Bonner. He's out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Simmons in at the shooting guard position. That's the center. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Marjanovic.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Shumpert passes to Cunningham. Love in the post. He's against Bonner. That is good. Love's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Mozgov a screen on Parker. Cunningham dishes to Mozgov. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability. And that's wonderful for a player.
Here's
Oh,
Marjanovic.
my God.
Out of bounds.
Bro,
Cleveland will
come
take
on.
possession. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here is Cunningham, covered by Parker. Cunningham kicks to Love. And he gets it to go. Love's got 4 this quarter.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
You rarely see him missing dunk. The defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Cunningham passes to Love. Outside Jefferson. 5 on the clock. Here's Mozgov. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Leonard attacking. Parker kicks to Bonner. Here's Simmons. And Bonner now, top of the key. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Wallace with it. Leonard picks him up. And Shumpert kicks to Love to take the lead. And he lays it up and in. Love's got 24.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Knocked away. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Now here's Leonard. For 3, Bonner. They get the rebound. Simmons dishes to Bonner. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Love.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Cunningham kicks to Love. He dishes it to Cunningham. Picked by Mozgov. Shot off the screen. Cunningham's shot is off. Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Left block shot on the way. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's now 26 points for Kevin Love. Leonard with the ball. Jefferson picks him up. And Parker, here we go. The shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. To take the lead. And that one's good. And the Spurs lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
James checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Jared Cunningham.
rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Love with the spin on Ginobili. The drive by James. And the dunk by Love.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Here's Aldridge. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verajau's checked in. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging-type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And Anderson gets it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 3. The drive by Love. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Williams passes to Love. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. Kicks it out to James. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
You can see right now the defense running out of ideas. They cannot seem to slow him down.
This is a scoring clinic 101 style. I mean, he has really got it going right now. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task.
Look at that.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
I like the work they've been doing in the low post, too. I mean, we've seen a lot of points coming on the inside all day.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. Green, he's checked in for Mono Ginobili. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Patty Mills. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 29 points, and he's produced 6 points from the free throw line. That's nice work.
And Clark, it'll definitely help their cause.
Boris Diaz checked in for the Spurs.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Yes, the superb move on the interior there. It could not have come at a better time. Just a smart, forceful finisher.
Love with the screen for Williams. Pass to Love. He kicks the Bergeron. That's in there. Love with the assist. And that's 12 points for Anderson Bergeron.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Outside Leonard. Green, the screen. Leonard attacking. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Williams dishes to Jones. Williams kicks to Love. The kick out to Williams. Right through the knee for the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Love. Down low. James. Money.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Parker outside. Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Love outside. Here's Williams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3-ball will do just that.
Knocked loose. Parker with the steal. The basket counts and one. Over the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Incredible composure at the line to tie it up and give them a chance to get it to overtime.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
James outside for the win. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan is up there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in at the points.
Well, Manu has been getting it done. 9 points and 10 assists also.
Manu Ginobili.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Boris Diaz checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Jumper comes in for Jones. And it's Cunningham in for Williams. Green again, Shumpert. Pass to James. And there's the call on Ginobili. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
On defense, San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Love kicks to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Passes to Mozgov. Soft touch off the glass. Mozgov's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. A minute into overtime in what has been a great game so far. Green in the post. Guarded by Shumpert. Green kicks to Ginobili. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Cunningham kicks to Love. Shot clock at 6. Inside runner. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Ginobili. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, they're still early in the quarter, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Spurs making a switch here. Parker's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here too. Williams, he's checked in for Jared Cunningham. Taken away by Williams. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Duncan, the pass to Parker. And it's good. Parker's got 25 points in the game.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Shumpert. Parker dishes to Diaw. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
At the line for your Spurs.
And that one falls for Diop.
2 shots.
And Diop drops them both. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. James kicks to Williams. Love up top. James outside. Makes it off the glass. James has got 34.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Cannot hit. Good D by James. Parker with the steal. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. And the foul on Mo Williams. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for San Antonio.
Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
Number 2.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he has 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved. Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
The drive by Love. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dishes to Diaw. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Outside Williams. No good with the triple. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Parker passes to Leonard, pushing their lead to double digits. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for San Antonio.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns, didn't they, Clark? It wasn't even close in this extra period.
Well, funny that after 4 quarters of looking like such evenly matched teams, overtime would be a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Parker. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Leonard attacking, and he gets the bucket.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
That one goes. Count it.
For 3.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime.